Victor Wembanyama. It's 2024, and this is my once-in-a-year interview here too. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yep, let's do it. You know, first the lottery night party was held in the Nike headquarters in Paris. It was very, very special. I also threw the first pitch at the Yankee Stadium wearing the Nocta Glide. First of all, I'm surprised I didn't talk about the draft, you know, because it was probably the most otherworldly moment. As of now, I must say it's the Olympics, you know, singing the national anthem for the first game. That was pretty crazy, still feels unreal. What advice I would have given myself a year ago? You know, I wouldn't give any advice because everything went well without having my future self tell me anything, so I wouldn't change it for nothing. I must say I was right, you know. My answer will still be the same. I wouldn't say anything because I love where I'm at right now, and I also love going through the tough moments and the you know the losses and the wins. So I wouldn't say anything to myself a year ago. It's probably the best country in the world to value sports and athletes, and what I miss most in France, besides my family, of course, I say the food probably. I guess same answer, you know. Now I even have a deeper understanding of what it means being an athlete in the US, and it's obviously the best country in the world to have that job. And France, you know, I miss my family every day, but I also miss the food from back home. The croissant probably, or just some good baguette. It's not hard to make, it's just the ingredients are different. I'll put it in one phrase, it's hard, but you know, be unique every day, comes close to it. Yeah, 1 year later, and I still try to be unique every day. It's, as I said, it's hard to recap all of it in one sentence, but all this energy, you know, being unique, purposeful, you know, meaningful in my actions, in the way I manage my career, my life in general. It's, you know, I'm not trying to do things randomly. I'm trying to be unique and purposeful. As NBA players, we got very busy schedules, very mentally demanding efforts all throughout the season, and sometimes we just have to, you know, disconnect. So, and times where we can disconnect is, for example, when we're getting a massage or, you know, getting treatment. We have to manage all aspects of our career ourselves to some extent. So we have to be purposeful and meaningful in what we do. I bought my first house ever, you know. Next I'm trying to get my driving license, get my first car. I'm trying to hopefully be part of my first Olympics too this year in Paris. So milestones, you know. Yeah, I mean, I did participate in the Olympics. That's actually big time, you know. Yeah, I think it was crazy and full past year. But this year we're trying to take it to the next level, of course. Now, I think a good milestone would be to get to the playoffs. And I still don't have my driver's license, by the way. I'm learning, and it's super long, like the driver's ed. But I'm doing it seriously because it's different from back home, the rules. But it's kind of hard, and it's super long. I mean, in a world where there's less inequalities, you know, and people are provided with basic needs, you know, where nobody lacks food or water or health, you know, that would be a perfect future. Yeah. I think that's a very right answer, but also a very pretty cute answer. This of course I would love the world to be that way. And as for my future, if I can contribute to the world getting like this one day, and for my career, I would as many championships as I can.
To think about what would my younger self think of me right now, and I want to make my younger self proud, and hopefully my future self would make me proud. And this is something that drives me a little bit every day, to never waste time, never miss an opportunity, and make every day matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he said it. No. Of course, it's something I think about pretty often. How my younger self would look up to me and what they would think. And it's I'm still trying to make the little Victor proud every day. Of course, talking about basketball, of course, like being drafted, playing in the NBA, even winning Rookie of the Year, are all things that my younger self would be proud of, and that my present self is proud of. But most importantly, I would say is having a balanced life, healthy life, healthy situation, healthy body, and healthy mind.
It's a hard question. Biggest thing I've learned about myself. Have I learned anything? Is that the best player is the one who makes his teammates better. Making my teammates better as much as I can because I want to win.
I think I'm still learning a lot about myself every year and every day. But I agree with what I said a year ago. Making my teammates better is still a big emphasis for me because my dream basketball, is a style of play where everybody is involved and everybody, shares the ball and makes the next teammate better. So I have a kind of a utopian view of basketball, but this is something I'm really trying to reach someday in my career because I believe this is how you win championship, and this is also the Spurs way. I think it's really interesting to look back and see myself a year ago because I like where I am right now. I like where my career is going. I like where my team is going, and I think this guy right here had a big part in in making that happen because I can see in the answers, the will to learn, and it's something I'm trying to keep my whole life, my whole career. For me, a lack of humility is the easiest thing you can use against yourself to stop you. So I'm trying to be a learner for forever, and it's not a finished product either. So it's a whole new adventure now.